And it's only the Father who knows the purpose and the value and the function of the Son. He recognizes Jesus for who he truly is. That's why I can dig into the Bible over and over again, and I'm only getting glimpses of who Jesus truly is. No matter how many verses I memorize, no matter how many insights I get, I don't really know all of who Jesus really is, because it's a knowing that comes from relationship. And Jesus, the Son, has been knowing the Father from eternity. And I've only been here for like 5 minutes compared to eternity. Especially nowadays, because, 30 is the new 20. So I'm like 22. So I have a long way to go. We all have a long way to go in really knowing who Jesus really is. And the next verse, he says, and no one knows the Father except the Son. Same word, a knowing that comes from relationship. And I want you to get this because it interprets all of the next verses. The Son knows who the Father really is. Jesus, remember we said Jesus was the busiest, most stressed out person in history. He had to be the most tired, the most hardworking. He had a schedule that was just overloaded. But it says that he was at rest. He says, my yoke is easy, my load is light. The reason being, because the Son knows the Father. And the reason why we can't rest is because we don't know the Father's got it all under control. He cares for us. That's the light load of Jesus, to know that whatever is happening in my life, whatever situation that I'm going through, whatever future that is uncertain, God has it under control. That's a light load to carry. I'm carrying the light load of Jesus. And then he says, no one knows the Father except the Son and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. And so even though it's exclusive, Jesus says, I'll let you in on the secret. I know you've been tired. I know you've been stressed. I know you've been weary, but I'll let you in on this. I'll reveal this to you. And here's the verse, the invitation. Come to me. Come to me. You think he'd write a big, long book? Say, hey, you want rest? I need you. I'm at Fuller now, and you go to a professor, you try to talk to him, and it's always read my book. It's like, no, I wanted to know from you. He doesn't say, go read my book. He doesn't say, go take my class. He doesn't say, go follow these steps. He says, just take this one step and come to me. Amen. Come to me. All you, who should come to him? Who's the audience? All you who are weary and burdened. Now, when I asked who was weary and burdened, a lot of you guys raised your hands. This invitation is for you. Weary and burdened. He says tired. This is literally, he says, all you who are tired to the point of exhaustion. To the point of exhaustion. All you who are tired, you wake up in the morning and it feels like you might as well not have slept. You rush off to work and you want to grab a bite to eat, but there's no time to grab a bite to eat. You get to work and you feel pushed. They keep dropping things on your desk. You have 30, 40, 50, 100 emails in your inbox. Tired to the point of exhaustion. You get back home and it seems like every appliance breaks down like clockwork every week. If it's not the refrigerator, it's the toilet. If it's not the toilet, it's the car. It's not the car, it's the microwave. And then for those of you who have children, the children are crying. They want something. He's just screaming out, tired to the point of exhaustion, saying, I need some rest. And then Ramon calls you and says, can you do this for me at church Sunday? Like, what is, you just want to scream. Because there's always something. There's always somebody adding on to your load. Jesus says, come to me and I'll give you rest. Why? Why does he say this? Because he is rest. The Bahamas won't give you rest like Jesus can give you rest. A massage won't give you rest like Jesus can give you rest. A day at a spa won't give you rest like Jesus can give you rest. I'm carrying the light load of Jesus. He says, take my yoke upon you. Now he goes old school with it. Take my yoke upon you. What does that mean, a yoke? We live in Southern California and there's no yolks in sight except egg yolks. Well, a yoke is a farm word. A yoke is a device that you would put on an oxen or an ox or a cattle. You would put the yoke on the cow or on the ox to get them to plow in a straight line. And so Jesus says, take my yoke on you. A lot of the reason why we're so busy and so stressed is because we start doing things that are not what Jesus gave us to do. We're out of line. We don't have his yoke. People start calling us, asking us to do things, and the word is always yes. When we have Jesus's yoke on us, we need to add no to our vocabulary. We need to always be thinking about, what does Jesus want me to do? That's Jesus's yoke. And another thing about yokes, a lot of times they didn't put it on a single cow or a single ox. They yoked 2 cows, 2 oxen together so they can work together. It was a device to keep the cattle in step with each other. A lot of times we're not in step with Jesus. You're in step with Jesus, the load becomes lighter because it's not just you doing it, it's Jesus doing it. I'm carrying the light load of Jesus. He says, take my yoke on you and learn of me. Learn my ways. Learn how I operate. Learn my plan and my program for your life. Notice he didn't say, learn from Ramon, learn from the pastor, or learn from those guys on TV. That's not the yoke that he's talking about. He's saying, if you're going to learn how to truly have rest, you need to take note of me.